And I feel like I don't have any bloopers to throw in here either. That's disappointing. Hi friends, welcome or welcome back. I am MC, a knit and crochet designer from Connecticut, and you can find me on Instagram and Ravelry as Blame the Knots, or on my website, blametheknots.com, and of course right here on YouTube, where you can get to know me a little bit better. I think today we're just going to jump right in because I have a bunch of finished objects. I know last time all I had was one thing to share that I had been working on, and today we have a lot to talk about. The first thing that we need to talk about is what I am wearing, and that is my Boatside Hooded Tee from Amanda of Lovely by Lee. This is a new pattern release, and I did an entire vlog about my making of the Boatside Hooded Tee, so I will link that for you so you can go see it from start to finish, and I won't talk too much about it right now. I used Lion Brand Touch of Linen, and I love the way that it feels. I'm definitely going to be making more projects with this yarn because it's great. It's really soft. It doesn't feel like you're working with linen when you're knitting with it. It's pretty easy on the hands, so I definitely recommend it, and I love it. And go check out my vlog and go check out Amanda's Instagram if you want to see other versions of it as well. Oh, I made a size medium, and the only modification to the pattern that I did was just eliminating the faux drawstring cords. I just seamed my hood down to the collar. That's it. Everything else is right to pattern. The next thing that I have that is also finished is another pattern from Lovely by Lee, and this is a percussion tee. So this was a panic cast on. I tested the percussion tee for Amanda maybe a month, 2 months ago. And the story behind this is that I was going out a couple weekends ago and I had no projects that were at an easy knitting spot. So I spent forever digging through my pattern library, looking through ideas of designs that I wanted to work on, bothering my husband, asking him what I should work on, and I finally decided to cast on another percussion tee, and I literally cast it on like 15 minutes before I walked out the door. So I decided that this time I wanted to try and make this version with a lot of negative ease. I really liked some of the tester versions that did it with negative ease, and my original version was made in a size large, which gave me significant positive ease. That's not normally the size that I would make. And this time, I took kind of a risk and I made the extra small, which is also not a normal size for me. So I made the extra small. The only intentional modification that I did to the pattern was doing regular ribbing instead of twisted rib on the waistband and the neck and the arms. But this is knit bottom up, and I was all the way at sleeve separation when I realized that I forgot to switch from the ribbing needle to the main body needle. So not only did I knit the extra small, but I knit the extra small on a smaller needle. So this is, I can get it on. It fits, it does fit, but it is a very snug tank for me. I do like it. The only thing I have to do now is weave in my ends and block it. I literally bound it off moments ago, right before starting to film. So it will be done next time. Maybe I'll be wearing it. It just has to get those finishing touches done. And hopefully it might relax a little bit and grow just a tiny bit with the blocking. I know cotton will grow over time, but it's not going to relax in the same way that like a superwash wool would. But we'll see. It does fit. It's probably a little shorter than I would have liked. I think looking back and realizing that I do have a decent amount of yarn left over, I probably could have added some length. it comes to like right at my belly button, so it's not so bad, but I think for more day-to-day wear, I probably would have added length, but that's good to know for if I make it again. Yeah, so that was a fun adventure. The next finished object that I have is the Allison cardigan. I finished her and I am so in love. So this is made with Lion Brand Vanna's Choice, and I just love it. I think it would also be absolutely amazing in like a really squishy like merino wool, or even like a really rustic wool too, if that's your thing. It's not really my thing, but I think some people might really enjoy that. But yeah, I'm definitely thinking of making more cardigans with this shaping in something even squishier than an acrylic yarn. But yeah, the Allison cardigan is done. I filmed a tutorial that I will be including with the pattern for this embroidery. So I have embroidery on the cuffs of the sleeves, and there are some fun patch pockets that have embroidery as well, and the embroidery goes all the way up the button band and all the way around the waist, just like Allison's does in the movie. I am in love with this design. I'm super proud of it. I had so much fun working on it and coming up with it. Things are going to get a little bit weird with this because I do have a goal of trying to get it out mid-September so that if people want to make it before Halloween, they can. However, a lot of things have gotten in the way. I told a story last time about the yarn and the pattern writing and all that kind of stuff. And then now both myself and my tech editor have had some life things, which is fine. I'm not upset about it at all. It's okay. This is the universe telling me that my deadline that I made up in my head is not a big deal. So, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I want to get this into testing, but I do want to give people a fair amount of time to complete the test. And right now I don't know if I can do that. So I'm probably going to ask some people for their opinions, figure some things out. I don't know if this will be an official test or if I'll just have a couple people giving it a shot for me, and I don't know, maybe it might release before the test is even over. I'm not sure how it's gonna happen, but it's done. It is in tech editing now, and I will be ready to get it onto some knitter's needles very, very soon. That is all I have for finished objects, and I would say that 3 garments is pretty darn good for finished objects. So moving on to works in progress, I only have one for today, and that is a new design, and it's not going to look like much right now. I did tease this on Instagram a little bit. This is what I'm working on currently is going to be a skirt. It is going to be a set with a dress option or a skirt and top option. I have not fully settled on a name yet, which is rare for me. I normally have a name as the first thing that I do. It kind of guides what I'm going to do with the design. So I have like things that I'm thinking of, but yeah, I'm not ready to say any of that out loud just yet. This is made with Lion Brand Kobu, and I'm loving the way it's working up. This is actually my first time using Kobu. Kind of. I frogged a project with Kobu, but this is my first time committing to Kobu. And I'm loving it. It's really soft. I am now through the increases, and I have done short rows on the skirt for a little extra bum coverage. and now I just have to knit forever. I'm definitely debating what the length of this is going to be. I know where I want the dress to stop, but I'm not sure where I want the skirt to stop. So I think that's going to be a matter of I'm going to knit to the length that I want the dress to be, and then try it on and kind of think about some things and see if I want to go longer with the skirt. I kind of want to go longer with the skirt, but I also don't know if I have it in me to knit that much, because I also have a top and a dress to knit before this pattern can be actually like completed and written and tech edited and tested and released and all that kind of stuff. And there's another pattern that is separate, but kind of in my head they'll go together. So like I have 4 garments to make before I can get this out into the world. So it's gonna be a while, but I love it, and I can't wait to one day be able to tell you some more about it. And that is all the knitting that I have to share for this week. So we will quickly move into, let's talk about what I've been reading really quickly, because this is going to be short and sweet. First of all, I finished Building a Second Brain by Tiago Forte, and I'm not going to talk about it anymore. I have rambled about this, and I'm not good at explaining it, so I will link it. You can check out the description for yourself. I did enjoy it. I got some inspiration from it, and yeah, that's all I gotta say. And the next thing is that I had been reading or listening to The Bear and the Nightingale by Catherine Arden, and I have decided to give up on it. I paused listening to it and it got sucked back by the library, and you know what? I don't miss it. So I had kind of committed to this book just because I was determined to finish some series that I had started, and I'm not feeling it. So I think this series is going to go away. I'm going to cross it off my list, and I'm not going to worry about it anymore. I did enjoy the book when I read it many years ago, but it's not my thing right now. I'm not feeling it. So maybe one day I'll come back to it, and that's okay. But for right now, one more series off the list. Next up, I do have a couple of purchases that I wanted to show you. This is not something that I'm going to be doing very often because I don't really make many purchases to show that often. This is not going to be like a segment that happens, but yeah, I have a couple of things that I quickly wanted to show. So if this isn't your thing, the timestamp will be down below and you can skip to the next section. So the first thing that I have is some yarn from the Little Wolf Knits, and this is Can Cookies Be Pie? And I just think it is so beautiful. It's this brownie aqua tan combination, and it's so beautiful. Bree of the Little Wolf Knits released this with a bunch of other dyers. They did a Pie Day collection back all the way back in March when it was Pie Day, March 14th. And I was drooling over this yarn back then, and I didn't get any. And then Bree re-released it with a cookie collection, which is also beautiful. But I had just been drooling over this for so long that I knew it was time. It's finally time. So I got 4 skeins on Bree's 420 base, which is DK, and I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I bought it with the intention of a cardigan. I didn't have a cardigan in mind. So if you have any ideas, please send them my way, because I've literally been thinking about this yarn since March and I still don't know what I want to do with it. It's time. It's time for me to make something with it. Please help. The next thing that I wanted to show really quickly is not yarn related at all, but Stacy of Bah Humble, who also designs I believe Just Crochet patterns, makes earrings as well and stitch markers, but Stacy was having a birthday sale recently and I decided to stock up on some fun earrings. So I think I will insert a better video of the earrings that I got because I think it's going to be annoying for me to try and take them off of this earring holder and hold each one up. So I will just pop in a video of when I first opened the package. They are really fun, and now I'm realizing that I meant to wear one of them today and I forgot. Maybe next time. I am not much of a jewelry wearer. As you can probably tell, I don't really have much on. So I do occasionally like to wear like a fun statement piece. I'm not really someone that wears like earrings and a necklace and rings or anything like that, but I'm excited to try out these earrings from Stacy. They're super cute and I can't wait to pair them with my handmaids. Last purchase is something that is entirely not knitting related or crochet related or yarn related or anything at all, but it's going to transition into my next topic of conversation, and that is, oh, sorry for the noise, I bought a big backpack. So this is, if you care, an Osprey Fairview. This is a travel pack that is built with women's frames in mind, and it is big. It is 55 liters, and it has a day pack that attaches to it. So yeah, we went on an adventure to various outdoorsy stores to get me this backpack. My husband has the men's version and has for many years. He used it when he was backpacking through Australia before I met him. Unfortunately, I would have loved to go. So yeah, we went on an adventure to get this, and this is going to transition into the next thing that I wanted to talk about, which is some life stuff. We are planning a trip to Norway and Denmark. We're going to be going to Bergen, Oslo, and Copenhagen. And that is why I got this backpack, because we're going to try our best to work with just that. Each of us will have our backpack because they are carry-on size, and then we won't have to worry about any checked bags or anything, and we'll always have them with us, and it will be easy to navigate through the cities if and when we aren't able to check into wherever we're staying at the, like right when our plane lands or something like that. So I need two things from you. If you have any travel tips for like European travel or Scandinavian travel, basically traveling out of the country. If you have any tips for packing to get all of my stuff in there, I feel like my husband's not going to have trouble, but I probably will. I'm going to try really hard to pack light, and I probably won't end up bringing pretty much any handmaids because they'll take up too much space. It's going to be like t-shirts the whole time. So yeah, any tips for packing light, packing small, making everything work for a trip like that, please send them my way. And also, the more important thing is I need you to tell me if there are any yarny related things that I need to hit up in Bergen, Oslo, or Copenhagen. I know that Hobby Yarn is headquartered in Copenhagen. I am not sure if they have a place that you can actually go and visit. If someone knows, please tell me because I will be there. So yeah, let me know if you have any insider scoop on where I should go in Norway and Denmark. We're so excited. I'm not going to really be talking about the trip that much anymore until after we're back. we're not going like right away. We're going in a little bit, but just for privacy stuff. I will probably not bring it up again much until we're back because you don't need to know where and when I am. All right, and moving on to just a little recap of the past couple weeks. I had actually, my last episode I filmed pretty early before releasing it on the Friday that I released it on, and then this one I'm actually filming pretty late, and it is Wednesday night right now. So I feel like it's been forever since I sat down and did this, and a lot has happened. Last time I mentioned bees, and I just want to say that I feel incredibly vindicated because they turned out to be yellow jackets, and we had like a basketball-sized nest under the ground right outside our front door, and it was terrifying. You could see the whole nest under the ground, and they have been taken care of. They no longer live here. They have been evicted from the property, and I feel a lot better. I also had a large fall in the past couple weeks, which was fun is not the right word, but yeah, I fell. I wiped out on some water that animals had spilled outside of their water bowls and fountain, and flew into a big metal rack that we have. Was quite sore for many days. Finally can touch my ribs again without pain. That's great. Don't worry, I'm okay. Nothing was broken. I'm just delicate. I already deal with chronic pain, and so additional pain on top of that. Things tend to hurt me a lot more than normal people, I guess. So yeah, that was fun, but not a big deal. I'm good. But the good thing about that is that I took the time while I was sitting and feeling sorry for myself to do a lot of filming, because I'm just trying to kind of pre-film some stuff whenever I have time leading up to our trip, just to get any extra footage that I can, and because I know it's gonna take me a long time to go through and edit it all. So I'm trying to just grab extra footage of things whenever I can and get some videos ready to fill in the time while we're gone and I won't be able to sit down and record. Last little life thing that happened, which is the reason why I didn't record last week and I only published my Boatside Hooded Tee vlog, is there's some wild stuff happening in our life right now, in my work life, I guess. I don't want people like jumping to conclusions like I'm having a baby or something like that. It's work life stuff that's wild. Not details that I'm going to be sharing publicly online, but it is mind-blowing what is happening. So maybe one day you'll get to know, but if anything is like off schedule, or like I've been disappearing for a few days, or just things seem off with me posting either here or on Instagram or whatever, that is why. Things are nuts. So good nuts, I think, but yeah, nuts. Sorry to be vague, but yeah, I'm probably going to mention a lot of personal stuff getting in the way of things coming up, and that's it. I'm gonna do my best to not let it interfere with this as much as possible because I really enjoy it. I love making these videos. I love designing patterns. I love connecting with everyone on Instagram. But here and there might be some times where I just randomly disappear while I handle stuff. Okay, enough being vague. Let's just wrap up a couple of channel things and then we are done for the day. I feel like I went really quickly today. Anyway, reminder that I published my Boatside Hooded Tee vlog last week. Amanda, the designer, was so sweet and sent out a newsletter and included a link to a previous episode where I had discussed this make, and then shared the vlog as well on Instagram. One of a Kate, who also was part of the testing group and also does making vlogs on YouTube. She also published a vlog for the Boatside Hooded Tee and was sharing mine as well. I'm very appreciative to both of them. That was very sweet, and it was really nice to see everyone celebrating Amanda's release. So that was a lot of fun. Make sure you go check out the vlog. And like I said, while I was feeling sorry for myself, I filmed a little bit, and the video that I decided to film was, I swear my camera hears me say that I have one more thing to say, and then it decides to overheat. I don't remember what I was saying. Oh, I filmed a video going through my August project planning because I knew that a lot was coming up for us in all aspects of our lives, and I was feeling pretty overwhelmed with the number of projects that I had on the needles and the number of ideas that I had for designs in my head, and I couldn't decide what to do. And so I sat down and went through everything, and then I also screen recorded a little bit of me getting it all into my computer and how I like to organize all of my plans and stuff. So I also included that. The video is almost ready. I'm pretty sure it's going to come out next week, probably on Tuesday. I wanted to get it done for this Tuesday, so it would come out on August 1st, but life. It's just going to be my thing for a little bit, is life happened. So yeah, that didn't get up, but I will do my darndest to get it ready for next Tuesday. There's just a lot of information in it because I talk about a lot of patterns, and every pattern has to be linked, and they all have yarn, and they all are in project bags, and so yeah, it's just a lot of work, but I'm working through it, and that will be ready for you soon. And then I don't really think I have any other videos coming up that I'm ready to talk about, you know, more episodes and things that I've already mentioned. You can, in my video with my project plans where I show how I put it into my computer, there is a little sneak peek of some videos that are coming within the next, I would say, 6 to 8 weeks, probably. Ideally sooner, but I'm gonna give myself some leeway on that. Yeah, I think that's it. I feel like today went really fast. I feel like I had more to talk about than usual, but I didn't say much about it. I don't know. And I feel like I don't have any bloopers to throw in here either. That's disappointing. All right, well, until next time, take care of you. Have a good one. Let me know what you are working on, what you're knitting and crocheting, and please send me travel tips and yarn store tips and traveling while knitting tips. That'd be great too. I mean, I've done it before, but I've never had to fit everything into a backpack, so I feel like the answer is socks. I know the answer is socks. I should just bring a sock to work on. I don't want to. Anyway, take care of you. See you next time. Bye-bye. I don't know what